G'day guys, welcome to How to Play the Head Pro Way, hole number 7 here at Windaroo Lakes. Hole number 7 is a 156 metre par 3 off the blue tees. It's a tricky par 3 with a lot of carry over water. Today we're going to talk briefly about a couple of pointers that I use with players and a few things that I personally do to ensure that I hit the ball as well as I can and to ensure I give myself the best opportunity to score well on the hole. Okay, firstly we're going to talk making sure that you get the correct distance to the middle of the green and even to the back edge of the green. The reason being is that all the danger is short of the green. So when players see the red flag or the white flag is when we see most golf balls end up in the lake. What I'd like you guys to do is next time you're playing the hole, you laser to the bank if you have a laser at the front edge. If you don't, using your GPS device, find out how far it is to the front of the green, find out how far it is to the middle, and take enough club to get from middle to the back edge of the green. So if we're 156 to the middle, I know that I'm taking a club that's going to go between 156 and 166 metres. That ensures I take the water completely out of play. Another quick tip, you'll see here I've got a black line on my golf ball. Get that in there for the camera. Guys, I will line up on the tee as if I'm hitting a putt with the black line. And the reason being is I want to ensure that my club face is starting off aiming straight to where I want the golf ball to be going, okay? So I can take out another variable. I know that I'm not aiming it too far right. I'm not trying to worry about where my club face is pointing because I'll put the black line in the direction. So you can see here now, I put my black line down, so when I sit up to the golf ball here, I know that my club is aiming just slightly to the right of the flagstick. And the flagstick's located middle left side. The other thing you might notice here, guys, is how high I've teed up the golf ball. Now, I've teed up a little bit higher than normal. And the reason being is I actually want to get the club to work underneath and give myself the opportunity to feel like I'm actually hitting up on the golf ball to try to get the ball elevated. That way I know, again, I'm getting extra carry. I can make sure I can carry it over the water. So what we've got here, guys, is a full 7-iron for myself. It's a little bit cold this morning, a little bit breezy, so we're going to hit a full 7-iron. But a few people have noted that what happens if you miss a green on certain holes or you don't always hit it and play where we hit fairways and greens in regulation. So what we're going to do today, guys, is when we get up along the green side, I'm going to talk you through briefly a couple of ways of playing some shots around the green and what I think about when I'm approached by those shots to help you guys hopefully lower those scores. So let's hit the shot into the green and then talk up there a little bit more about greenside shots. Okay, so we've taken enough club and it wasn't a spectacular shot, but it has been more than enough club to get it onto the green here. But let's say we don't hit the green, okay? Rather than me stand here and hit a couple of putts for the video, let's say we miss the green and we're in the bunker. How do we play that shot to this flag? And how do we play that shot if we're playing to a red flag? Let me show you how, guys. Okay, so let's say we've hit it into the greenside bunker here. It's a pretty common place, and guys, I've spent plenty of time myself in here. If we're playing to a white flag or blue flag, very simply, what I ask players to do is not grab their most lofted club. And the reason being is most players will get in and they'll grab their lob wedge and they'll hit the shot and it will come up and it will hit the bank or it will barely get out of the bunker. I like players to grab a 56 degree, a traditional loft sand iron, okay? The reason being is that using that slightly less loft will cause the golf ball to come out with a little bit more force, which means we can get the ball to travel a longer distance without exerting as much energy as perhaps the 60 degree. So what that will do is get the ball out and rolling more. So if we've got blue or black flag, that's exactly what we're trying to do, get the ball out, get it rolling, get it moving towards those flags. But what about when it's a red flag? What about when we're stood here facing a shot to the red pin where there's no room, we're approaching out of the bunker onto a downslope running towards water? This is where players can save quite a few shots and a little bit of heartache. Guys, consider playing from this bunker when the flag's, that red flag, out to the middle, aiming it towards the edge of the back right bunker on this green. The reason why I get players to do that is that as they hit out, there's a big slope in the green that helps filter the ball a little bit closer to the flag anyway. Secondly, you can afford to play a few different poor style bunker shots. You can catch it a little bit cleanly and it'll still be okay. You can play it a little bit heavily and it will still be okay. And you can play it very, very well and it will still be okay. The biggest mistake I see players make, they get into this greenside bunker, we're playing to a red flag, and they're trying to be Phil Mickelson. They're trying to have the short game of Seve. They're trying to hit a shot that will land and spin and stop short of the lake. And more often than not, the ball either ends up in the bunker still because they're trying so hard to get the ball airborne with spin that they completely miss hit it in the bunker, or they thin it through the green. They cost themselves unnecessarily 1 or 2 shots through poor management. So should you find yourselves, guys, getting into this greenside bunker, and I'll say maybe not even in the bunker, it can be in this direction to the side of the bunker, heading over towards the cart path there. If you find yourself in that area through a red flag, change your target zone from pin hunting for that second shot to 4's a good number and play sideways. Quick tip on how to play some bunker shots for those of you that are interested. Always open up the club face. So when you look down, the grooves are going to be facing slightly to the right here. We're going to make a nice wide stance as if I'm hitting my driver. I apply a little bit of pressure into my left foot. I keep it there on the backswing. And I'm trying to hit about half an inch or so behind the golf ball. So open face, wide stance. Oh, ball position forward as well, guys. I probably should mention that. I like to have the golf ball by my left heel if I'm hitting my driver. And as you see, it popped out, it rolled out, and it's sitting about 6 feet. All because using the 56 degree and going through that other technical stuff that I just spoke about. But again, guys, if you're trying to score well here at hole number 7, if you can't hit the green and you don't hit the green, manage the way you play those next shots around the green that little bit better, and you'll see your scores go from 5s to 4s. And for those smarties that want to know, it did finish just inside 6 feet.